Hi, and thanks again for watching Your Come Up, where on Your Come Up, we talk about all topics to help you come up: business, finance, personal, spiritual, physical. Today, we have resume coach Dan Lacorazza returning to talk about cheat codes that your boss wants to keep hush to keep you back. But Dan's going to talk about how to beat that corporate politics scam, so to speak. Thanks for coming back, Dan.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Nathan. Yeah, we're beating the system yet again. Here we are. So as much as you'd like to think your boss is trying to build you up and work you into the system, not always the case. Sometimes they actually intentionally keep you back, especially with old school corporate companies. They are more loyalty based. So I say companies have two scales. They pay you on loyalty and then they pay you on skill. So there's two types of companies. Loyalty ones want you to be there for a long time because actually it's cheaper to keep you there for 30 years. Skill is something that you want as an employee because they'll pay you for what you can do. Right. So the ones that are in the loyalty scale, they're actually trying to keep you from being promoted. They want to time out your promotions. So if you go from we'll do level 1, 2, 3. So 3 being senior. If you're at level 1, that's a 3-year scale. Level 2, that's a 5-year scale. Level 3, 8-year scale. And they want you to be there for that time. So they're going to try, maybe you're doing all these accomplishment things that we've been talking about in these other videos here. They're going to try to keep you into those time scales as much as you've done. So, I mean, to me, that's one thing, realize that they value loyalty versus skill. Get out. That's one way. But that's something they don't want you to know, is that your boss is trying to keep you in those scales. So they're just going to play the political role. And when you ask questions, why haven't I ranked up yet? They'll give you some, answer that doesn't really make sense, just like a politician, to keep you in that scale, keep you there. They'll use words like, we really appreciate you. You're doing really great. We'll see what we can do. And then they'll never get back. So
that's happened to me before.
Yeah. Red flag. Try to notice it before you're there for, 15 years. The next one is your manager might play who's more they play the favoring game. So you might have a department of 10 people and Jim next to you is actually better at whining and dining your manager. And you might have the time scale involved as well, where you have the levels with the years involved. Maybe Jim's better. He gets to be that friend and he takes them out to the bar and they laugh and joke around and you're not doing that. He's going to try to promote that. So that's corporate politics right there. They're going to try to level up that guy just because he's liked more. Maybe he doesn't do good work, but he's just a better person. So if that's happening, try to also wine and dine your boss, brown nose him a little bit.
Coffee,
if you can.
Starbucks coffee, yeah.
Don't just be his little secretary, but you could do things that when you go get a donut, get him a donut, or her a donut, or if you're getting pizza, get an extra slice for your boss. That helps a lot. Those little things, people enjoy gifts, but that would be the thing where you're trying to figure out what type of boss you have and what are their characteristics. So That's that. And then the next thing is that your boss is trying to look good too. He's playing in the same game you are. So problem is that, and a lot of people get mad at this, is that all the work that you're doing under a boss is work that your boss takes credit for. It is what it is, and it sucks. A good boss from a bad boss is that in a meeting, your boss will point out, Dan did this work, he did a really great job, and if you're in the meeting as well, it hypes you up a little bit and it makes you look good. Most of the time, they're saying, if we're talking from one department or another department, Jim's department is doing this, or Jim did this, Jim and his team, stuff like that, and that makes your boss look great. He's doing a great job, but who cares about the people under him? So that is the game. So they're going to keep you down by continually taking credit from you, and you don't. It's hard to hear and it sucks, but if you can try, that's where you kind of go back and try to get your voice heard in meetings and stuff. But yeah, they'll keep you back by making themselves look good, and that is politics for you. So we'll end on that one.
All right, I appreciate it. If you guys want to hear more about corporate politics or how to beat the corporate politic game, hey, comment below, let us know, and Dan and I will definitely collab together and talk more about that. And thanks again, Dan, for coming back. Dan's a resume coach who helps people boost their resumes to get noticed by future employers. Link in description if you wish to have his contact information. Thanks again for coming back, Dan. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Until next time.